sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. These guys got it done in the 4-5 game last week. They face another tough one on the road. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Moving the tight end right. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, when we pulled into the parking lot this morning, I mean, the place was packed. These fans have been looking forward to this game for weeks. They're well-rested coming off the bye. Best team in the conference all season long. They understand they're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl, and their moment is here.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. The all-pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. On 3rd down, they'll try and run it with a draw play. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards.
6 yards.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. He'll try and throw for it. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On comes the punter now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open is knocks over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one incomplete. Good job, Sticksbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw is Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard
Throwing
line.
is Williams. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bears. Not going for 2. They'll pick the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
11. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Bears, 1st down.
1 quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bears first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score Bears 14, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A tough spot here. Third and long. He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Bears offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
On second down, it's Williams. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up third down and 7.
On third down, it's Williams. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
In punt formation.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Rather start on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. A toss left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Here's Williams now to throw. Connection made. It's Burden. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23.
Now we're done. Here's a run up the gut. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Williams. That is caught to the goal line and in. Luther Burden. Touchdown Bears. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, it's Dorsey. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. A pickup of 44 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his name.
A big hole. Still on his feet. And he's into the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dicker, good with the extra point. Cowboys get back in it. It is 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Another shot for Williams here on 2nd and 10. He'll step up and run this. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
3 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
To throw it again, it's Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is high. What a throw. Touchdown, Chicago. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. To return it, it's Dorsey. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Tight end motioning left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw to the outside, hooked in by Lamb. 3rd down, they need 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now as he'll come on to punt this one away. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Now here's timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Second and inches. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Bears call out their field goal team. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Saints. All right, Mike, thanks very much. One half of football to be played here in the divisional round. In 2 more quarters, we'll know the championship game matchups. Let's take a look at what's happened so far. And this is the Saints quarterback. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Titans wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Titans are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Williams to throw on 2nd down. On the move past the 40. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play taking it into the red zone.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again, Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 16.
To throw is Williams. That pass is caught by Burden. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Bears. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Bears will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return it, it's Dorsey. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Heel drops to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by Knox.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. This one caught right side by Knox. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Williams. Open is Knox over the middle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll check this down to the running back. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Williams to the air once more. Quick slash, caught by Burton. And he will get into the end zone. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Chicago. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Hill looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Shamar Turner trying to get his team a step closer to the Super Bowl. It's his third sack of this divisional round game.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's got it! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for the Bears. 35 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another Bears.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Bears. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Bears stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. To return it, it's Dorsey. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Lamb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll run the sneak. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Dallas.
He'll get this out to the left flat. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 47-yard line.
Back to throw. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. Lots of space past the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Down inside the 10. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Now it is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The PAT, up and good. And the Bears add on to their already sizable lead.
Cowboys 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Cowboys first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will have the 1st down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going. To the air one more time. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
We'll go with a draw play here on 2nd down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll drop the throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They are moving on as the number 1 seed. The victory means they locked out another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.